all of the pyramid structures that were down here on Earth were built in order to channel cosmic energy currents correctly for the production and evolution of the body inside an astrology wheel of time. The cosmic pyramid structure is in place because when you come out of a celestial flat earth form that has not been moving, that's been surviving like a petri dish. Exactly. I can't even say it. Cut 1971 October 7th from the deck and roll it into 72 and zero out the year. They've already paid for it on every line. Don't. The pyramid system is necessary for the human race to move about space. You can't have even 5 tribes of people all separated in their conjuncture and go into space. There has to be a hierarchy of knowledge and power to the system, especially whenever you have half the population unconscious that doesn't even have an original thought. The Earth system, and what you called the prison planet, only had been a prison planet in the last days whenever we're all having to activate our ancient powers and rebirth and connect it into this amoeba that we ended up in 1972. And as a unit, what our ascended soul tribe can accomplish per human written words to explain is we can go onto any planet, we can go onto any life form, and we have all existence of templates and seeds. We're connected all in at one root because we're the original of it. And whenever we go into it, then we do it as a unit, we progress as a unit, and we breed in as a unit. And that's why we were here in 1972. We can do that, and we have on every star system and planet that you could name right now, because that is what had to be done in order to get back to Earth, in order to get life back in it, in order to try to attempt to save the day. The problem is that when we did save the day, then nobody wanted to let us out, and you have an incomplete Bible all about it, Bibby. And so the cosmic system is way, this is why a union and a twin union is about masculine and feminine, but it not in the ways that you think. It's knowledge based, and the feminine produces and the masculine takes and builds. It is what it is. If you are not, you have to work into a unison within self in order to realize when to build and when to decorate. Well, you got a whole bunch of masculines, all they know how to do is destroy and build. And then you've got a whole group of feminines that thinks that they're just waiting for a masculine to give them the money to decorate. And everybody's waiting for something that's not coming because your harvest system and timeline system's been shut down. The messages are coming, your timelines are showing up, you're not interested. Correct? There's a reason that this was ancient Egyptian knowledge. We're not the ones who sold it and put it out in a fucking playbook for the whole world. That was NATO. Then you got a whole bunch of Keith Patels and these motherfuckers that think that they're the king of their eldridge whatever, all because they've got the money or someone said, he is. I don't care what your name is. We don't have names. What are you kidding me? You want to see our papers? Huh. You have scrolls written about him and every single prophecy's come true and everyone else didn't see it but the ones who were playing this against you. They had it so crosswired that it's like no matter what you did, you were hurting yourself. Because the knowledge base was so high and what was working and what they were able to maneuver by such little movement. But whenever you have the whole high priestess realm underneath your control and then you're walking around like a whole bunch of women down here, but then you're masking all the women because from a projection it looks like there's a whole bunch of women walking around Saudi in white dresses and they don't have any faces because they're always covered. If you think of that from a movie perspective and you think of that from an editing perspective and if you think of that from zooming in from far away, then what does that look like to you? Energy comes through gates from different star systems. Different star systems hit and work in trinities, work in quadruple angles. They work bigger than you can see. Our ship is bigger than you can imagine. Because you think that a galaxy is something that is exploded in and of itself. It's only because that's how it was created. But that isn't how you get out of it. When you're coming in energetically, every single line in the wheel has a different frequency and it's hinged to the other side of the wheel. That's why astronomy is all about the balance. If you know anything about the laws of Ma'at, it's as above, so below. Well, as right as left, as up as down, as 365 degrees all the way around, not 360 anymore. Because now you got all the keys to the door.